Welcome to Keeping It 100 Coalition Conversations. I'm your host, Shanice Lewis, and we launched this show to highlight the amazing advocacy work our chapter is doing, as well as our partners. This platform gives our leaders the opportunity to share more about their upcoming events and initiatives and how you can support. So we have an exciting show today for you. We have our first guest up is Judge Erika Green. The Honorable Judge Erika L. Green was elected to the Family Court for East Baton Rouge Parish Division B in November 2021. Prior to being elected, Judge Green was also a solo practitioner at her law firm, Law Office of Erika Green, LLC, handling estate, family, and civic matters. She was also employed as a child in need of care attorney for Southeast Legal Services, a foster care provider for the Department of Children and Family Services, and an administrative hearing officer for the Louisiana Workforce Commission, all while working as an adjunct professor for Southern University Law Center. Let's welcome Judge Erika Green to the show.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Great. Happy Black History Month.
Yes, and the best person to start off with is a Black judge in Baton Rouge that we are so proud. You are making our community look so good with all the amazing work you're doing.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I love community building and community work.
So, how has your diverse professional background, including roles as a child in need of care attorney and administrative hearing officer, influenced your perspective and approach as a family court judge?
So it's kind of like, first of all, thank you to the 100 Black women of Metro Baton Rouge for not only partnering with Imagination Leads, but also committing as a sponsor and giving me this opportunity. I want to say that I believe that the experience that I have prepared me for the judgeship, prepared me as a lawyer. First of all, you have to have in public interest work, which is what we call it when it is service-oriented work. You have to have a connection with people. And so working as a child needed care case attorney, I was in conflict situations with parents. Sometimes I represented the child. And so I can see different sides of the case. So now coming in as a family court judge, I truly understand the needs of all parties. And sometimes people say, well, family court judges only work with women. They don't work with men. We have different family structures now. And so since we don't have a nuclear family structure all the time, that sometimes it is necessary that you have a background that has connected you to different communities, different races, as well as different types of people.
Absolutely. And so last year, you served as a speaker for our annual domestic violence community panel discussion. Given your passion for that topic, how do you engage with the local community to raise awareness about domestic violence and its impact on families?
So many people don't know that I was a board member for the Butterfly Society, which has truly worked in domestic violence field in communities of color. And so I've had the ability to develop their bylaws, to help with the community outreach. And so that's what I believe helps you understand and to meet the needs and educate. So all you can do with domestic violence issues is educate, make sure people are compassionate about the individuals, the parties that may come into place, the children that may be a part or a result of the broken home, and making sure that when you work with them, whether it's in a judicial capacity, whether it's as a lawyer or just as a friend, helping another friend during that transition after a domestic violence situation has happened, we just need education. So I always try to make sure that we are having speakers come. I'm a member of Top Ladies of Distinction, and we had our top teams had Ms. Harris, the executive director, come and speak to them, because even young people have to learn that relationships and what's boundaries for them. And so that's kind of how you can easily capture the understanding and the education of the hard topic of domestic violence.
And you are involved with so many things. You're also the founder and executive director for Imagination Leads. Now, can you share with us your motivation and inspiration for creating your organization?
So in 2017, while I was still elected as a city council person, I wanted to um, address a couple of things. One, I felt like my passion is literacy. I have a minor in English from college, and I love reading, and I wanted to share that with the community. I love cultural affairs. You know that I'm always going to museums in and out of state when I travel. So I want to bring cultural awareness and promote the African American heritage. And then the second part, help develop women or leaders, leadership development for young Black women. And so that's pretty much what our mission is. We provide promoting literacy by book giveaways in the community where they get books of that show images of themselves, whether it's a Latino person or African American child. Teaching parents how to have the conversation about literacy or letting them teach their kids. Also, we host things like book series, Black History speakers. We host HBCU college tours for juniors, and we host college prep programs. And we take them to different events in the community as well, as long as it's centered around cultural awareness. And I believe all those things, if we're building young people and their families, because it touches their families too, we are creating a new culture for our people. That's how it started.
Now, on your website, it says it's to develop self-esteem and leadership in middle school girls. Has it expanded since the inception of your organization?
Yeah, as we all know, sustaining programs, in schools where their primary focus is education is hard, right? So after school programs, we started with the after school program with a curriculum that I built and taught mentors to go out and engage. It was just hard to sustain. The students weren't coming every time, or the teachers weren't available to host. So we tried different things. And so it's expanded from middle school students to now, I still invoke all of those principles that I taught, all those self-esteem measures in high school students and anyone who gives me the opportunity to talk to their kids.
So now it's more for just all ages, specifically young women and girls, or what's the demographic you're?
Well, so the HBCU college tour is for juniors that are going into their senior year. And so that's any junior in East Baton Rouge Parish School System. And they have the opportunity to connect with our mentors. I connect them to also alumni from HBCUs, business owners, entrepreneurs. And so the goal is to get them as excited as I can to go to college, and then to get them to give back to the community as well. So again, it connects to the kids, but it also connects to the parents as well.
So how can the parents get their kids enrolled in your program? Is there an application process?
Yes, it has not opened. We usually open it around March, which is the goal. I do events in February, and which is Black History Month, and then Juneteenth to kind of promote and raise funds and awareness. And then from March to April, we'll do our application process, go on the website, go on our Facebook page, and we provide the link, and we leave it open for a month. And then after that, we accept the students. We have a mandatory orientation with them, and then we provide them all of our rules and regulations for going on the trip, and we follow them from the trip all the way until we go to the college tour.
So is this a free program, or is it a fee involved?
Absolutely free. Sponsors like the 100 Black women of Baton Rouge help make this possible. And other partners, community partnership building and resource engagement is what has helped sustain our program.
And I'm sure you sustain it a lot as well, because I know when you're a founder, half of your money is going into it, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's a personal investment. I think for me, it's the sweat equity that I put in it to make sure that you understand the value of it. I tell them this is not a field trip. This is an experience. And so there are so many things that I get in-kind donations. They have a backpack full of things when they go on the trip. And so that's kind of, besides having all friends, family, business partners, colleagues donate, that's kind of how I connect them.
Absolutely. Now tell us about the Fireside Chat with Lori Daniel Favors, which is taking place Friday, February 16th.
Girl, I'm so excited. Lori Daniel Favors.
Oh, I didn't pronounce her name right.
It's okay. It's okay, right? So she is a Sirius XM Urban View radio host. And she does sessions or everyday recordings. And what she is bringing, she's also an attorney. She's also an executive director of a social justice center at Medgar Evers. And she is an activist. And so if you combine all that into one Black woman, one strong Black woman with opinions, with education, you're going to get a great speaker. And so she's going to be here as our Fireside Chat speaker to talk about the things that she engages in on her radio show, which are current events, which includes anything, including Black heritage, promoting Black history. And so all of those things are things that I think the Baton Rouge community needs to hear about, needs to see. We are in a very interesting time period right now. And so we need as much engagement as possible and basically fire. We need fire underneath us to stay engaged and stay connected to everything that concerns us. And so that is what she's going to bring. We're absolutely grateful for our sponsors and our partners, including Doris Brown, Safe Hope Healthy, Dr. James Gilmore, the Origin Hotel, 100 Black Men, 100 Black Women, Village Kids, Compassion Design, Baton Rouge Delta Alumni Chapter, Delta Sigma Theta, and Top Ladies of Distinction, just to name a few. We have other groups like the Friends of Capitol, the Capitol Museum. Yes, and thank you, Shanice, for connecting me. You see me over there all the time, but it means a lot to see investment in cultural events. And so the goal is to get us fired up, to pay homage to our accomplishments, and to get information out about our organization.
Now, is this your first Black History event on this level, or do you do something like this every year?
No, I've been doing it for a couple years. So I also bought Malcolm X's daughter, Ilyasha Shabazz, 1 year. I bought Tiffany Cross 1 year. So we either do a Black History or Juneteenth speaker series. And so I chose to do Black History Month this time instead of Juneteenth. But we're always, that's my main goal with our organization is how can we connect people to the issues concerning us.
That's wonderful. So what else does Imagination Leads has planned for the rest of the year?
So right now we're really focusing on an HBCU college tour. We're always doing, like I said, book giveaways and things of that nature. We also did a coat giveaway for the last 2 Christmases based on the need that came from different high schools and churches. And lastly, I hope that we can get some of our mentors to go out and speak about African-American culture, heritage, and things like that. So we invest a lot in these next, 6 or 7 months. We're getting the college tour moving, but then we usually pop out again in Juneteenth and things like that.
And look, I forgot to put the flyer up. This is the flyer for the Fireside Chat, and this is a free event. So all you have to do is register on Eventbrite, and this is February 16th, 6 p.m. at Glen Oaks High School Auditorium. So this is exciting. And do you have a relationship with Lori, or y'all just reached out to her?
Just a fangirl, just a fangirl reached out and she obliged us with her presence. We are going to try to introduce her to some Louisiana culture as well while she's down here. She's going to go on Southern University's campus as well. So I think this would be a great opportunity for her to learn again. She promotes community programs and resources. So I definitely want to connect her to some of the people in Baton Rouge that are doing great things.
Absolutely. And we got comments from the audience saying that's so exciting. So we hope to see y'all there. And so, Erika, one more question for you. So you have a lot going on. You're in multiple organizations. I'm sure on multiple boards. We said you were a judge. So how do you balance your advocacy and the responsibilities of being a judge? And are you still a professor too at Southern?
No, I'm on pause from teaching right now. I think I don't think there is a balance, right? I think I'm always, believing in self-care and taking some time. I'm definitely clear on my boundaries on my availability, but I think that we have a real mandate as Black women with networks and platforms to use them. So though I may be tired, I tend to extend myself to the community to make sure that we are still doing the work, because the rest of the world is doing a different type of connection and a different type of preparation to their counterparts. And so we have to intentionally connect to our young people. And I always tell people, use your network. So if you're involved in a church, use your church to get your message out. If you're involved in an organization, make sure that organization is utilizing your mission and your internal thrust, right? And so if that's the goal, then we're all can do a little bit. I don't overextend. After being a council person for 6 years, I have done my share of community programming, but I still have a passion and a pull. So that's how I get to do it through my nonprofit.
Well, thank you. And if anybody's watching and want to learn more about her organization, visit imaginationleads.net. And so thank you so much for being on the show today. And thank you for always supporting our chapter and continued success with everything you have going on.
Thank you, Shanice. And again, thank you to the 100 Black women of Metro Baton Rouge. And especially thanks to your leadership, President Courtney Hunt, for always connecting me to the work that you guys do.
And so we'll see you February 16th.
Yay.
Thanks again. See you
You're
soon.
welcome.
Okay. Bye-bye. And make sure you support. That is Judge Erika Green, and she's been a big supporter of our chapter. So we definitely want to support her Friday, February 16th. Now, up next on the show is Ashlyn Harrison. Ashlyn Harrison is a licensed professional counselor, seasoned educator, and consultant with over a decade of experience working within state and local agencies. Certified in trauma-focused cognitive behavioral therapy, school counseling, and mind-body mindfulness, currently serving as the assistant specialist for mental health at the Southern University of Agricultural Research and Extension Center. Ashlyn is dedicated to championing for mental health needs of a diverse spectrum, including students, faculty, and the local community and the farming community. She is also the membership committee chair of the Metropolitan Baton Rouge Chapter. Let's welcome Ashlyn. Hey.
Hi.
So we are so excited to talk to you because the number one question is people wanting to be a member of our organization. It's coming through our DMs. It's coming through our emails. We are hot. And people want to know this information.
Yes, it's hot off the press. You're hearing it here first. So one of the main...
Wait, before you get into the event, though, I want to ask a question about you.
Okay.
So I just read your bio. Tell us about the work you do at Southern University Agriculture Research and Extension Center. Because when I was reading this and it says you do mental health there, I thought the agriculture was about animals and vegetables. So I was confused.
So, an alarming fact that a lot of people don't know is that farmers actually commit suicide at higher rates, 3 times the national average.
What?
Yeah. So the Agriculture Research and Extension Center decided to be proactive in not only hiring me, fabulous, right, but also starting programming. So I'm doing student programming as well as supporting the farming community. So when you think about them losing their land and think about things like that happen that often we don't talk about, and then they're in a rural space to where they don't have those supports readily available. So I'm in the process of creating several things, but also supporting the farmers directly by going out into those communities, but also just like monthly, I do push cards and things like that. So not just supporting the farmers, but also the students, the faculty, the staff, and then extension is community based. So we also go out into communities. So I've supported the Council on Aging, O'Brien House, as well as AMI Kids with mental health services and programming.
Well,
So
that's
extension
massive.
is everywhere.
Yeah, I never knew what you did. So that's good. We're learning about
Yes.
each other. So how long have you been the membership committee chair?
It has been 2 years. 2 years
All right.
strong.
And
Yes.
you're doing an amazing job. And you have this fabulous event coming up. So tell us about Conversation and Cocktails with the 100.
Yes. So Conversations and Cocktails with the 100 is going to be held on Sunday, March the 3rd from 3 to 6. This is an opportunity for you to not only network with sisters that are already in the organization, but also this is a requirement for membership. Just throwing that little tidbit out there. So you have to attend at least one interest meeting, and this counts as one of our interest meetings. We will not leave you hungry. So there will be food served, appetizers, as well as shopping with local Black female vendors. So we were very intentional with our vendor selection and application, just making sure that we prioritize putting Black female businesses in the forefront, especially during Women's History Month. Tickets are, if you bring a friend, they're cheaper. So tickets, if you do $25, that's just for one. But if you bring a friend and it's two of you all, it's $40.
So, and let's emphasize that if you're interested in joining the organization, it's a requirement to attend something because
Correct.
that's going to be asked on the application, correct?
Yes, it is. So if you want to get those points and you want to be able to join this illustrious organization of the National Coalition of 100 Black Women, Metropolitan Baton Rouge, you need to have that requirement. We want women that are not only interested in doing the advocacy work, but also know about what we're doing within the community. So,
Now,
yes.
what if you are a former member of the organization and you want to come back and be active again? Would this be a great event to come to?
Yes, I think that in the years that we have, not the cheat code, we have grown. Um, so I think that, we started off as a baby organization, and now we are partnering. We're doing things. We have partnerships all over Baton Rouge. So I think it's a great opportunity for former members not only to learn what we are currently doing, but what we have succeeded in doing in the past years to come. So if you are a former member and you are like, hey, I want to come back, definitely join us for this event and come and see what we've been up to for the past few years. Because, I think after COVID, we hit the ground running with events. We were like, we are outside.
So we said that tickets are $25 or two for $40. Can you purchase tickets at the door?
Yes. So unless we sell out, so the capacity of this place is 200 people. So if we sell out, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to sell tickets at the door. But just keep online, keep checking the Eventbrite to make sure. And I feel like we sold out last time.
We did sell out last time, so I wouldn't even don't if there are tickets at the door, it wouldn't be that many.
Yeah, so I was like, if we do have tickets at the door, they may be limited, but yes, definitely try to get your tickets early. That's why we're making sure you have a whole month to think about, who you want to invite. So you can get the 2 for $40. So grab a friend, bring them to Conversations and Cocktails. Even if you're not interested and you just want to learn more about the organization, I think this is a great opportunity to meet the leadership within the organization, to meet the women that are behind the work of this organization, as well as as understanding what we do. So there will be a brief presentation and a few icebreakers to just kind of really get to know the women in the room.
So are you currently looking for vendors? And if so, what kind?
So the focus this year is on self-care. So we want to really focus on female self-care. So we have previous vendors that have reached out. We are going to vet the vendors as a group. So if you are interested in being a vendor, please be on the lookout on our social media page for that. We should be posting that shortly.
Okay, and I'm gonna put up the email address too if you want to be a vendor.
Yes, if you're interested in becoming a vendor, please shoot me an email at membership@ncbwmetrobr.org, and I will share the form with you and share it with the committee.
Absolutely. So did we say what kind of vendors we're looking for?
Yes, so we're really looking for vendors that specialize in self-care products. So anything from, ladies like to get their hair done. So if you sell wigs, if you sell candles, if you sell aromatherapy, anything like that that is dealing with self-care and female empowerment, we welcome you to definitely come out and apply to be a vendor. Again, the vendor fee is $100. So I don't want you to hit me up without, knowing there's a fee associated. So it is $100 fee to be a vendor. However, the space is beautiful. It's at Blend. The vendors will be downstairs in that main area as well as in the front foyer. So yeah, if you are interested in being a vendor, shoot me an email and definitely reach out to me if you have any questions about the event at membership@ncbwmetrobr.
And somebody posted where to purchase tickets is on Eventbrite. You can look for the link on our social media or website. But tickets are currently on sale. They've already been selling. So make sure that you get your ticket ASAP. And let me put the flyer back up.
Thank you.
Is bit.ly/cocktails with the 100. And somebody can put it in the chat so they can click on it. And some sisters are saying great event for everyone, including vendors. Our president is saying we like jury too, so we definitely want jury vendors.
Yes. The great thing about this event was that it was great exposure for the vendors, right? Like a lot of the vendors said, I've had repeat customers after we came to your event. So if you are a vendor, you're interested, definitely reach out. But if you're just interested in learning more about our organization, it's the fun side of things. It's not the work side of things. So we do a lot of work and advocacy, but this is the fun side of 100. Get to see us with our hair down, relax, in an environment where we are going to have open, candid conversations with you ladies about membership, but also just about being a part of the 100 Black women.
Absolutely. And so we wanted to spotlight this event because it's coming up soon in March, but we will dedicate an entire show to the membership committee when the applications open up later this year. But anything you want to say in closing before we go?
Yes, definitely be on the lookout for the application. I'm not going to drop the date just yet, but follow all of our social media pages so that way you'll be the first in the know when it comes to when the applications drop. Because again, we can't accept everybody, but we want some good women, and that may be you.
Absolutely. So make sure you come out, hang with us, see what the vibe is. And of course, you're going to want to join because we're just super cool.
We are so much fun.
So we look forward to seeing you there. Tickets are currently on sale on the Eventbrite. And a couple of people have posted the link in our Facebook chat. So make sure you buy your tickets before they sell out. So thank you so much. And our president is saying we love workers. We sure do.
Yes,
so
we do.
When you get in the organization, make sure you're ready to do something because we're trying to make a positive impact in the community. So that takes work.
Yes.
And somebody say, thanks so much, Ashlyn. They are excited. And Sister Hazel say, making a difference is what we do. That's right.
It is what we do, 100%.
So thank you, Ashlyn. So thank you, Ashlyn. And so we'll have the membership committee back when we really got the juice to tell you about joining the organization. But until then, I'll see you at Conversations and Cocktails with the 100.
See you ladies then. Bye.
Bye-bye. So thank you to my guests this evening, Judge Erika Green and Ashlyn Harrison, for being my guest on the show this evening, and for all the phenomenal work both of them are doing. To stay up to date with everything we're doing, visit our website at ncbwmetrobr.org. And on the website, you can join our email list. When you go on the website, scroll down to the bottom of the page and fill out the form, and you'll get weekly updates with everything we have going on. And if you want to support what our chapter is doing, you can always give a donation. We love donations. The majority of our programming is free, and we definitely need your support. So if you want to sponsor something, if you want to support a particular event, we're always looking for sponsors. You can email us at info@ncbwmetro.org. I've been your host this evening, Shanice Lewis, on behalf of the Metropolitan Baton Rouge Chapter and President Courtney Hunt. Thank you for tuning in to Keeping It 100 Coalition Conversations. And until next time, God bless.